Welcome in, everybody. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick synopsis of what transpired overnight. First, we had Bitcoin drop down to 42,300. It came down to the broadening wedge support, and it bounced off it. Now we're back up over 43,300. So we've had quite the reversal of over 1,000 points. We talked about this last night, how outside of a quick wick, we'll wake up and we'll be like, what happened? We were taking a short, or people were in shorts. And then all of a sudden there's a 3 or 4% move to the back of the top side. And we're like, what exactly is going on here? Was this just a consolidatory dump to help us push up or what? XRP went down last night to around the 487 level. Right now we're right around 51 cents. So it's been a sudden reversal. We came down to the descending triangle support. And as we talked about yesterday, in the shorter time frames, especially with XRP, we experienced some oversold conditions. So that dropped down, that wick down to the 487, definitely cleared us out as far as the relative strength index was concerned, and it helped us have a strong reversal this morning. We're going to go over all of this and more in this morning's update, but I wanted to give a quick synopsis, as I am more comfortable giving a synopsis before I went away from it for a while, but this is going to be the new norm. So that's what's going on in the markets, and those are the two basic things we're going to look at this morning. Please make sure to hit that like button, as you'll have about 30 seconds to do it as I play the intro, but that like definitely helps support this channel. It helps us push through the analytics, and it'll help other people in the audience that are loyal viewers that might not have got this pushed out through the analytics by you hitting that like button and commenting. So I really thank each and every one of you this morning. I think this is a vitally important update, and I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Please make sure to hit that like button, and if you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button and join the over 20,000 other subscribers. Good morning, 11:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, January 31st, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, exactly what we feared yesterday when we were doing the live last night, if you were here, we feared that sudden drop and just a quick reversal that would leave us saying, well, what the hell just happened here? So XRP last night, we had a nice dump down. We went from the bottom of this descending triangle a little bit farther on the wick, and we came all the way down to the descending triangle. We hit just below it. We wicked down to about 487, got back up over 494. Now, if we look at this from a daily perspective, just like we talked yesterday, it's nothing more than a wick. And is this creating a double bottom now? And will this pull up and ultimately lead us out to that 56-cent range out into the future? As, believe it or not, this is the last day of January. Unbelievable. So if you're looking to show support to this program, last day of the month, first day of the month in February, great time to join Tom's Army, to pay it forward, to show you appreciate what I do. I don't ask for much, but if you would join Tom's Army or, pay it forward in some way, that doesn't mean a financial compensation, that doesn't mean a YouTube super chat, or even joining Tom's Army. That means hitting that like button, sharing this on social media, getting a few new people to subscribe to this channel, as I'm very blessed to be over 20,000 at this point. And it's only going to get stronger from here as a team. It's a team effort. We must be positive. We don't play the victim here. So if you're here trying to play the victim, you're in the wrong community. We play the winner because we know we have to have all the information from a charting and news perspective to make an educated and informed decision. And that's just the bottom line. So XRP right now, we're still firm within this descending triangle. We do have a death cross that we're going to have to invalidate in the daily time frame, as we've spoke of for the last several days, several weeks actually now. In 494, we must ultimately hold that level outside of wicks, as we talked about yesterday. But what ended up playing in our favor is after that drop-off, we talked about it very exclusively yesterday. That relative strength was going to end up falling in to the oversold regions, and it fell in pretty deep. We're down to 21. It can go much farther, but once you get into that oversold area, now you got the turn of the reversal. 2 hourly, we're looking good. We broke through the trend line. 4 hourly, we're breaking back up through neutral. Obviously, we have to wait for this candle to close. That's in an hour and 40 minutes for the 3 hourly to see the rest, but that absolutely could be a reversal candle there. 4 hourly, and it looks a little bull flaggy off of the dump. So I don't know. This looks like to me there's an awfully lot of room for XRP to run. We talked about if we could get that dump off last night, how is it just going to be a return rally to get the resistance at 534 if it were to come through, or is this the way you get back up and now you can push past 56 cents, maybe even up to like that 57.8 point to the top of the descending triangle? This was the only way you were going to get up there, is if you cleared this out and made what almost looks like, it's not a triple bottom, but one could say that that descending triangle, the downtrending support, has been hit for a third time. Which now, as we know, for pattern confirmations, you want 3 hits on each side. Outside of broadening wedges, which need 2, you've got a resistance, support 2, support 3. Now we're only looking for resistance 3. And that can confirm the pattern formation. If you do break out of this and you continue to break down, if we would have got rejected at 494, then 44 cents or 44.2 is the next logical choice, because that's the rising channel support from June of 2022. That's where we sit this morning. There is no other way to show XRP. It's only down 92.4 million right now, but that does not tell the story. As we knew yesterday, a major pivot point was 27.2 million or billion. It bounced below that. It came all the way down to 26.5 billion. So we're gonna, that's a new support area. That could be a beautiful double bottom here if it does decide to bounce out. But now we have to look to see if 28.79 billion on a return rally would reject us. If it does, it could still be pretty bearish. But look how we're starting to become oversold now from a perspective of the relative strength index, and now we're just bouncing back into neutral areas. So it's either we're going to come down one more layer, or now we've got that consolidation we needed, and now XRP could start railing up to either resistance or start making new reversals here. We would have to get above in the relative strength index, or I mean in the XRP market cap. First things first, we got to get back above 29.46 billion. Then you got to ultimately work through in the daily past that 30.3 billion, and then you're going to meet your major resistance if you come up here at 31.47 billion. That's as good of an interpretation as I can give you for XRP. And then with Bitcoin, and then I'll release this so everybody can see this morning update. Bitcoin's up 479 points or 1.1%. That doesn't even tell the story. It's had about a 3% reversal from the bottom. Went down to 42,300. I mean, it hit the broadening wedge support, made a V-shaped recovery, and we've talked about how it can come below that on Wix. And that's exactly what it did a couple days ago. And now, from a daily perspective, if you look at it on here, okay, the broadening wedge support had hit before, but if we look at it from a bigger perspective here, we came back down and hit 35,000. It's right around 38,673 is where it came down to on the initial dump down. What was that, about a week ago? But yesterday, on this daily pull down, we actually came back, and if you're looking at the bull flag setup, we hit that bull flag support. I know it broke into a broadening wedge as we went through this pattern, but now that we've come back into the bull flag setup, you can still use this as a support structure. So 42,339 holds. There's always the chance that it can rotate back up to 44,000 for its firm rejection, since we haven't exactly hit it. We came very close yesterday, but that's why these are tricky right here. Daily, 4 hourly, still has room now. It has a reversal, and it looks like a engulfing candle here in the 4 hourly. So if this continues on, same thing with the 3 hourly, 2 hourly, this looks like it could continue to push up a little bit here. And because of that dump off, you've got a strange W reversal here. It looks like a Gartley reversal. And these technically are leveraged up to the next position. So let's just say we break past that 44,000 and some change area. That's how you can come back up to the top of this area. It really is. That's the dominance chart. So I don't know if the dominance is going to come up there, but we'll see with Bitcoin. More importantly, if we look at the broadening wedge perspective, if we break above that 44,000 and some change, you're talking about a possibility of coming all the way up to 49,000. I don't know if we've got the steam to do this. I don't, but I can tell you, when you start dumping off like this with the relative strength, there are ominous things that can happen. Obviously, the very real resistance right now is 44,074 bucks. You break above that, 47,000 pivot point is the next big level. And then after that, you've got near 50,000 on the broadening wedge. So that's what we're looking at. We're going to see how much we can completely break through this. But remember, 43,500, as we found out yesterday, is a major pivot point. You break down from there, you can go down to the next pivot layer, which it did almost exactly. It went a little bit farther than it. Actually, let's see. Because 39,600 was one, but 38,673. See the dump down, came down, back up. And now we came down to the support here at 42,300, but that's the bull flag support. So we have to be very, very cautious. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, please make sure to hit that like button. Consider subscribing to my channel and joining the over 20,000 subscribers. If you're looking to trade XRP, your favorite crypto, whether leverage trading, futures, or spot trading, look in the video description below. Avoid the high fees from Uphold, especially if you're buying XRP just to send it over there after. You can get no spot fees or the lowest spot fees with the exchanges that I personally use, and I do that so that I can save money. And then if you want to show me personal support, you can always send a YouTube super chat or join Tom's Army, as that's a great way to pay it forward as the month's ending and the new month will be starting. So if you want to pay it forward, I always encourage you to do it at the beginning or the end of the months. Stay blessed, everybody, and I'll catch you in this afternoon's update.